hello, 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 sorry, hello, sorry, hello, hello, hello. It's been a little bit, but I'm back. Still extraordinarily stressed out, but you know. Not having a good time at work, but what else is new? It's like I just want to. I need a long break. Need a long break with nothing bad happening before the break. That's what I need. So I feel like whenever I take a break, you know, things just get really, really bad. But maybe I'm just being a weirdo. Maybe I'm just being a weirdo. Anyways, we're going to be working on vpuppr stuff, etc., etc. Let's get started. Boom. Sorry. Whoops. Exposed my tracking software there. Alright, so I was actually thinking about how to make this work. So this one will be, well, it's different types of tracking data that you can request. Because I was thinking about how does vpuppr send tracking data or map tracking data from the actual tracker. So I'm using OpenCFace, and then that data I parse it directly like into like a data structure that directly represents what I receive from OpenCFace, and then I need to actually map that back into vpuppr, or not back into vpuppr, just into vpuppr. The data did not come from vpuppr, but it needs to go into vpuppr somehow. And so I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute, I've just been doing it ad hoc this entire time. What if I guess formalized it is the word. So like this. So there, in tracking data, there can be different types of tracking data. So there's like generic tracking data, which just contains like nothing, I guess. It makes no assumptions about what kind of data needs to be there. So actually blend shapes is not guaranteed to be there. So this should actually be called like well, so that there, in my head I have two types of tracking data. One is generic tracking data. So probably like class generic tracking data. So this would be some sort of public ref counted whatever, right? So GD class generic tracking data. I think that makes sense, right? So generic tracking data, and so generic makes no assumptions whatsoever, which is good. And then you have, I guess, opinionated tracking data, or I guess this is more like, maybe we'll call it like perfect sync tracking. Maybe not perfect sync, but like blend shape tracking data. So for any of the tracking sources that provide blend shape data, I think that makes sense. So we can call this blend shape tracking data. Or is blend shape one word or two words? Hold on. VRM specification. What did they call it? They call it something different, don't they? Specification. We're using 0 for now. Content. Or are they called morphs? Morphs. Blend shape and morph. All right, fantastic. Big fan, big fan. call a blend shape like that. And then let's actually just try to be consistent for once in my life. So they're calling it with as two words, blend shape, whereas I've just been calling it the one, which is less correct. So this will be blend shape tracking data. Or maybe blend shape tracking data can extend generic tracking data? Nah. I feel like it doesn't really make a ton of sense in that case. Well, let's think about it. Blend shapes. And then there's get specific blend shape. And then there's set specific blend shape. And then blend shape should be two words. Sorry. Blend shapes. Blend shapes. So it's gonna be a property that's available. Get blend shape, and then the blend shape and blend shapes, get blend shapes. Hold on, blend shapes. Blend shape. Like so. And then you have generic tracking data. Why is my stuff all kinds of messed up? Identifier is undefined. What do you mean? Maybe give it a save, let you figure it out? Maybe not? The heck is this? Why is it so confused? Oh, it's because this. Protected. Sorry, protected. There's your bind methods, and then we just need to actually define the stuff. What is your problem? Function, identifier, oh, that's right. Love macros. All right, so we have generic tracking data, which has, it's basically going to be what the OpenSea face implementation was for vpuppr. So let me see if I can find it. And it's still going to be what the OpenSea face implementation is. But I'm thinking now that there is a binding to media pipe, I'm probably just going to use that because OpenSea face is such a it's kind of painful to work with since it doesn't give you pretty much anything that I can use. It's not necessarily OpenSea face's fault, but it's just that there's other stuff that's just easier to use, you know. So hold on, how am I passing the data here? OSF data. Start tracker. Sorry. So here we're using the translation, rotation, left gaze, right gaze, left eye open. Okay. I think that makes sense. So for generic, we'll just use transform the, so you'll have your translation, hold on, that's not your translation. Maybe it is your translation, or maybe I can actually just construct a, given a rotation and a, I guess a transform, or given a rotation as a quaternion and a translation as a vector 3, can you construct a transform from that? I think you can. So this should just be, it's not translation. Maybe it should be. hold on. All right, so in Godot, can you convert... Hold on. I'm just all over the place. So can you convert a vector 3 to a quaternion? Quaternion. Not really. Not really. And then what is a transform? A transform is a transform 3D. I'm not good with math. A transform is a 3x4 matrix, not a 4x4 matrix. A projection is a 4x4. But you do have the origin. Okay. Well, from a basis, how do you construct a... What can you construct from a basis? No. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Given a node 3D, rotation can be a vector 3. Okay. I think that works for me. So we'll just do it like this. Vector 3. Sorry. Vector 3. Rotation. And then I'm also using the left gaze, right gaze, which I'm also just using as vector 3s. I gotta think about it, because I think I do have those values as quaternions. I'm not confident enough in, to construct a quaternion just from a vector 3, from any vector 3. So, vector 3, right gaze. Then we have probably like a double. Left eye open, double, right eye open. And then double, mouth open, double, mouth wide. And that's pretty much everything that you need, I think, right? So, like blinking, head movements, head rotation, eye movements, and then mouth movements. And that, yeah, that's seems pretty good to me, I think. Yeah. And then what stuff does MediaPipe send me? Oh, God, I keep forgetting that I need to pull out that data and then store it somewhere so I don't forget. Let's do this really quick. So vector 3 translation. We can say it's a const. Why not? Set translation. So I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter, right? Because we're all passing all these by copy anyways, or pass by value. Vector 3. What am I doing? Left eye open. I wonder if there's a better way of doing this, right? Because I'm not going to be, well, actually, because it's generic, I should expose set translation, set rotation, and all of this stuff. Like, these should all be like properties exposed to Godot. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. suppose it's a double. It's not really like a real data structure, but that's fine. Yeah, recently I've been just so tired. Been taking more naps than is usual. And then pretty much like whenever I take a nap nowadays, it's like the deepest sleep I've ever had. Not I've ever had, but the deepest sleep I've had in a while. Which I'm not sure if that is that a sign of depression? I'm not sure. Now the deepest sleep I've ever had though was after I went skiing for the first time. So like I'm from the south, so we don't really get that much snow. But we drove up to somewhere in South Carolina, or is it North Carolina? The next state up, more or less. Went skiing. We got there at like 6 a.m. Well, we drove up the day before, and then we woke up ultra early, so we were the first ones on the slope. And I gotta tell you, not that fun. Mostly because everyone's just like, yeah, just like stand up and don't fall over. And I was like, yeah, thanks for nothing. I could not have guessed. Like the trick to skiing is to not fall over. Like, yeah, thanks. Who would have guessed? But yeah, the day of, not so bad. Wasn't feeling too horrible. The day after, or even the you know, when we drove back, it was like really late, and then I drove myself home because we all like, you know, pulled up at someone's house, and then the car pulled up to whichever Carolina it was. But then, you know, day after, like I ate food, whatever, went back to sleep, or went to sleep. But then, the next day, right, like I took a shower and all that, you know, I was kind of looking at parts of my body, it was like, oh, I'm a little bruised. It's not gonna be that bad though, right? And I gotta tell you, it was definitely that bad. 100%. Woke up the next day, was not able to sit up because all my muscles are just so bruised from skiing and just falling over for over and over for like an entire day. It's one of those things like people don't tell you, you know. It's like swimming, except like I feel like skiing, like swimming, at least you use some of those muscles, or at least most people, I don't know. I live in the South, so people swim pretty often. So at least you use those muscles before in your life, whereas the muscles required for skiing, I've never used in my entire life. So I was just in so much pain. Was sitting there for like 10 minutes just trying to sit up, kind of rolled up, and I was like, oh no, I need help. I've woken up and I can't get any further up. Was like very seriously debating, like, should I call somebody? And then I think I did end up just calling somebody to be like, hey, I need help. I'm too sore. Which is like the lamest reason to call for help, but you know. Suppose it happens. Hold on, I'm missing things. Okay. So, okay. Anyways, that's my skiing story. I've never been skiing since. Because it was such a traumatizing experience. And also because I don't know. As mentioned previously, don't really get that much snow here. So I need to drive somewhere if I want to go skiing. You know, I suppose it is kind of a rich person thing to do, right? I mean, if you live in the South, it is kind of a rich person thing to do. Like, apparently, like, even my parents have been skiing multiple times. That's crazy. Huh? Really? Apparently, like, they're pretty good at it. But I suppose they also, like, got lessons, whereas my lessons were just, you know, as mentioned previously, don't fall over. You know, hot dog, pizza. And I still, to this day, do not understand, like, you know, hot dog, I get. That's pretty easy. That's just kind of how your skis are aligned naturally. But then how do you go from hot dog to pizza, you know? Like, apparently you just need to, like, lift up one of your legs, but whenever I do that, I fall over. So instead, I just got, over the course of one day, I just got really good at, like, kind of jumping with both skis to kind of, like, cut back. And that's pretty much how I bled off speed every single time. In the most aggressive way possible for a beginner. Yeah, and something else that they don't really tell you, right, about skiing is that it's easier to stay upright when you're going fast. When you're going slow, it's so easy to fall over. So you might be asking, like, oh, why didn't you, like, learn how to ski on the bunny slope? And it's like, yeah, but on the bunny slope, it was so difficult to stay upright. Though I do acknowledge that, yeah, you know what? It might just be me. The problem might just be with me. Who knows? Like, this is a lot of code that I wish I didn't have to do, but it's the kind of code that no one wants to do, which is understandable. But whenever people ask me, it's like, how do you get good at programming? It's like, this is how you get good at programming. Like you need to do some stuff that isn't fun in order to get to the fun stuff. You know, you can't be doing the fun stuff all the time. You know, people want instant gratification. I was about to say people these days, but even, like, in the before times, you know, people, you know, if you're not seeing things, you know, you happening immediately, like, it's useless. Nothing's happening. So clearly it must be useless. That's not true. That's not true in the slightest. You build up a bunch of small stuff so that you can do the cool stuff. But it's just hard to explain to people, though, right? They're like, yeah, you need to do the stuff that sucks first, and then you get to the cool stuff. Where they see, like, oh, this person is just typing in, like, all this really basic boilerplates. Must not know what they're doing. Yes and yes. Well, yes and no. And also yes. Like, do I know what I'm doing? You know. More than some people, for sure. Less than others. I think it's the greater idea that I have in mind that I feel somewhat confident about. But I think when I first started streaming, that was like my primary goal at the time, was to make something cool, and then once I have the cool stuff, then I can convince other people to do this boring stuff for me. And here I am, 2 years later, still doing the boring stuff by myself. Oof, oof, Sag. Oof, oof. So what are we doing? We need to initialize everything. I think these are already pre-initialized, but whatever. I think it's better to have things initialized like this. Is this a static function? Can I just call this? No. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I could do this, but I'm pretty sure this is just pre-initialized anyways, vector 3, like a 0. So you zero it out to nothing anyways. Something else that I'm proud to acknowledge is that I've finally gotten pretty good at typing on this keyboard. It's only been like a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years actually, ever since I went back to just typing on normie layouts. Well, actually, it's not really a normie layout. It is still a happy hacking keyboard layout, but it's no longer like an ortholinear layout where the keys are all just in straight columns, right? I went back to just the slightly staggered layout, very old school. I have a destructor here. I don't know why I always include the destructor, even though like I know it doesn't do anything. There's no reason to include the destructor, but whatever. Find methods. All right. So here we need to just grab one of these. So get translation. Oh, sorry. Generic tracking data. Translation. Should be fine. And then we just need another one of these for set translation. Sorry. Set translation. Oh no. Okay, there's a lot of things here. So set translation. Oh no, hold on. It's get translation. Set translation. Sorry. So this will be a vector 3. I'll call it translation. All right, now I just need to do this 2, 4, 6, 8 times. I'm not looking forward to this. Yet another example of like the stuff that sucks to do, but someone needs to do it. And I guess if no one's gonna do it, then I guess I'll do it. Whatever. Set rotation. Yeah. Let's see. At least this stuff is easy though. At least it's easy. On the bright side. At least it's mostly just like copying the same thing over and over again. Set left gaze. Although I suppose what would be better, as opposed to having left gaze, right gaze, it would be better just to have like get gaze, and then you need to pass in, you know, which gaze that you want to get, but whatever. I think this is actually faster anyways because you don't need to pass anything. It does mean your code is, I guess, slightly bigger, but who cares? Get right gaze. Get right gaze. I'm also starting to shut up because this is important. Well, it's not important, but I know me, and if I know me pretty well, I'm going to start typing whatever I'm saying because I'm no longer like really thinking about what I'm typing. I'm just copying stuff down. So I'm doing my best to focus, full focus mode. Hold on, I've already messed it up. Left, get left eye open. He says he's gonna focus more, immediately messes up. A classic. Something that seems to happen fairly often. Oh, sorry. Full, is it? Okay, so Godot only has floats, but internally, I'm pretty sure most things are actually stored as doubles. Not really floats, but maybe they are stored as floats. I'm not really sure. Maybe I should figure that out. So get left eye open. I'll use this because the property info has changed. Set right side. I think something else that's kind of neat about my typing style is that I'm finally using the left shift key. I almost never use the left shift key. I'm really, really bad about using it. But, you know, I've really come around to it. It's very useful when you are typing punctuation, because I used to just always type punctuation with just one hand, pretty much just my right hand. But now on this keyboard, there's a few keys that are really hard to hit with my right hand, with only my right hand. So I've kind of forced myself to relearn how to type, and here we are. Does it make me a better programmer? Not at all. Does it make me a better typist? I don't know. Maybe? Possibly. It's possible. Set mouth open. Alright, We're almost done. Last one. We're so close. Don't mess this up. Set mouth wide. Actually, these should all be like amount. Mouth wide amount. Whatever. Mouth wide. Hold on. Mouth wide. Set mouth wide. Mouth wide is the property name. Set mouth wide. All right, he's done it. All right, so we have generic tracking data, and now we have blend shape tracking data as well. All right, but why do I need left eye, right eye here? Like, I have this defined, but I don't remember what it's for. I think I don't need it, right? Or maybe I do. I mean, I still have left eye transform, right eye transform. Maybe I should define those, like, specifically. But it doesn't Meowface and VTube Studio and iFacial mocap, don't they send data as a set of vectors? So how do I construct a transform? I literally was just looking at this. How do I construct a transform from a position? Okay, so the position vector is going to be our origin. That's fine. I know how to do that. But then how do I map a rotation vector to a transform 3D? I think I can probably do it from this. So given an origin, I can then construct a basis and then pass that to the transform. And then the basis, I still don't understand what this one is for. What is the angle? Pure rotation basis matrix, rotated around the given axis by angle in radians. Axis must be a normalized vector. See, I don't really understand that. Well, I understand this part. Normalized vector just means it has a length of 1. But what do you mean the angle? Given axis? I can construct a basis from a quaternion, but then I run into the same problem where I don't understand. What does this mean? I can probably construct a quaternion, right, from an XYZ value and then pass in like a nothing for the W, right? Because isn't the W component of a quaternion just like the rate of change? Something like that? That sounds familiar. Sounds about right. Let's actually change all these to this as well. Yeah, saying that these are references doesn't really make a difference because I think C++, those should all automatically just convert anyways. Even though they're passed by value, I mean, if it's asking for a reference, it'll just kind of it'll just kind of make it work, right? Isn't that how it works? I don't remember. And then here, when we actually assign it, it's just copied anyways. That sounds about right. Transform 3D. Right. Transform. transform. Set left eye transform. I know you don't have to match the parameter names, but it makes me feel better about it. You know, it's one of those things. It's really easy to get really lazy about, but I think that's part of programming, right? Is maintaining, not composure, maintaining discipline, so that your code base doesn't devolve into just absolute degeneracy at some points. So I think that's also another thing that happens quite often, is like when you start writing code, right? You go into it and you're like, oh, I'm gonna write some code. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be nice and easy. But then, like, once you start nearing the end, it's like, oh, what if we just start cutting a few corners here and there? You know, we're so close to the end anyways. Who's gonna know? And I'm gonna know. The answer is I'm gonna know. I'm 100% gonna know. And then the U in a few years is also gonna know. Or maybe not even a few years, a few weeks is gonna know. It's like, oh, who did this? Who wrote this? Oh, it was me who wrote this. I'm the dummy. Something that happens to me very often. Is there no set blend shapes? Oh, there is no set blend shapes. That's right. You can only get the blend shapes. That's right. Oh, okay. That can't be a property, because it has an input value. That's right. That's right. That's right. I knew that. Have no fear. Transform. All right, we're so close. Right, then I have my two data structures: generic tracking data and blend shape tracking data. Generic is what's going to be used for OpenSea Face. Blend shape tracking data will be used for iFacial mocap, VTube Studio, MeowFace, and MediaPipe. Because those 4 things? were there 4 things that I named there? Also, I'm happy to announce that I have not dropped any frames whatsoever. Very cool. And probably as soon as I mention that, I'm going to drop like 1 million frames. I sent an email out, and they were like, hey, we're working on it. We'll let you know. I was like, yeah, that's what you said last time. It's been like more than a month, and I'm still just constantly disconnecting. Whereas maybe not disconnecting is not the right word, but it's like having my connection get reset pretty consistently, and I'm not really sure what's up with that. Because I know that my connection is not, it's not my computer, right? Because I'm on a wired connection, and then I also have computers that are also on at the same time on Wi-Fi connections, and so they both drop off. They both disconnect at the same time. So it's not, it's not my Wi-Fi adapter. It's not my Ethernet cable. I already had a technician come out and be like, yep. Your router seems fine. So it's none of those things. And then I've already run a trace as well. So I know which device it is on their network that's dropping my packets. Although I think what happened, or what has happened, is that they're just ignoring me. They're like, this guy, 100% super hacker. Let's get more data on him before we report him to the FBI, etc., etc. Even though I was just using tools that are pre-installed on Windows, because Windows has some built-in tooling to, like, you can send ping packets. I think they're called ping packets, and then you can like trace them as well. And then Windows will give you a list of all the, I guess, devices along the routes that ponged you back, you know? And that's what I sent to them. I know which device it is. It's one of your devices. I can tell because it's the same IP. It's just the port that's different. But you know. Yeah, now. Set blend shape. Blend shape name. Value. So we bind all of this stuff. I think that feels pretty good. All right, kill this. What is this? Go away. Where am I? Give me a new thingamajig. vpuppr 4. And build UD extension. Which is all my cores, that's fine. Please, please. Did it work? I think it worked. Done building targets. Oh, actually, you know what? Nothing changed. That's right. So, tracking data. Utils, trackers, tracking data. Class. So we have generic tracking data, and then blend shape tracking data. So compile me again, just to make sure. So we include these new files. Please work. Yes. I mean, it probably worked anyways. Let me just check to see that we can actually access these. Just to make sure, So, and in not standard GUI, runner selection, we can just really quickly just create one of these. var data is equal to, call it, give me a blend shape tracking data, and then we can print data. What do you got? What do you got? Blend shapes, sure. And it should just be an empty dictionary. Sorry. ASDF. So you load in. All right, cool. So we have access to all of this, so we can then move on. Where is it? Tracking data, blend shape tracking data. What do I do if it does not exist to get blend shape? Okay, so it's just this thing. So we can do get blend shape name, some sort of string ASDF. So they should just print 0, hopefully, and not segfaults. Okay, 0. Cool. It works. Hooray. Okay, so now we're kind of at the the slightly more difficult part, because now I need to integrate media pipe into this somehow, because we're on, oh well, this is just VRM loading. let's also include media pipe anyways. So I have media pipe under, well, it's not my project, it's called GDMP. Oh, no, I said it like that. GDMP, and it's giving me something that you should not see because it 100% exposes where I live. All right. So GDMP. So here, GDMP, we can do, I suppose this should be a, I'm thinking, what is this supposed to be? How am I going to have access to this? Because this uses a completely separate build system. This uses Bazel. How am I going to do this? Because I have this locally. Oh, sorry. I have this locally under GDMP. So I was able to build it. It works pretty well, I think. So GDMP, library. How recent is this? This is from 5/28. Actually, that's pretty recent, yeah. Thinking about it. Yeah. That tracks. That tracks. I'm thinking, because it would be better to try to convert the GDMP stuff into this tracking data formats via C++. Give me one sec. I gotta think. So I know that there is a demo. I have a demo somewhere. Where is it? GDMP demo. Give it a star. Project. I don't really know. What are they doing here? So main. Face detector. Okay, so vision. Or we don't want face detector, we want face landmarker. So they have the tasks here. Face landmarker v2 with blend shape. So they've updated it 20 hours ago. Task file. I gotta think. Everyone shut up. So how do they do it? Because I've only gotten it to build. I haven't really done anything with it yet. Image show results. I don't need to show any images. Init task. Hold on. How does this work? Hopefully, okay, so good to know. They're not doing anything ultra weird. Init task? What does their init task do? Doesn't do anything. Good to know. Task, media pipe, face landmarker. Where did they do that? Init task, task initialize. Then they have a callback. Yeah, that actually tracks pretty well with how the Python API works. I don't need to show any results though. Oh, it extends vision task. Okay. I wonder. Because see, this is where I wish I knew more about C++ and maybe just C. Is like, because could I just grab one of their headers and then just kind of like, I guess, write a tracking format, or I guess a tracker here that just maps their data to my data? Because I know it's going to give me data, I guess, in how they expect me to do stuff. Detect async. So I do have to detect async. Actually, I don't have to detect async. Let me think. And actually, when I say let me think, what I really mean is I'm going to go refill my drink. BRB. All right, I'm back. So hold on, meow face. It starts something. Well, I know what it starts, but it starts a thing, but this one is different. Process image frame. Where are these all used? Like, what's the callback here? Load image. No. What does load image do? Load image. Image file. Yes. Eh? Maybe not. Open camera. Yes. Open camera. Open camera. Start camera. And then start camera. Okay, so that's what I need, I think. Hold on. I'm dying. Yes, because this one is different. This is like media pipe graphs. Gravs. Process camera frame. Face landmark. Process camera frame. Task detect async. But then what happens when you... What happens when it's detected, I guess? What do we do after that? Camera helper new frame connects. Camera frame. Camera frame. Camera frame. Process camera frame. What is process camera frame? Process camera frame. Okay, but then what happens then? Because we hit process camera frame, task detect async, result callback. So it gives you the image, but actually I don't need the image whatsoever. So hold on, I'm thinking, still thinking. What I can do is kind of bundle these two things together. Yeah, I think I can bundle these two things together because these are actually two completely separate C++ libraries, right? GDMP is kind of its own thing, whereas I need to, I'm trying to keep everything here. So trackers, get out of here. All of this stuff. So media pipe dot h. Hold on. Save me first. VRM packer we don't need anymore. None of the model stuff needs to be added. So git add. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. We can keep it like that for now. What I'm thinking is that we'll do another tracker. We'll call it a media pipe each, and then its corresponding media pipe.c++. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sure what the difference between a .c++ file is and a .cc file is, but I do see those fairly often. So if not defined, media pipe h, and then these are also different compilation units, so I don't think that these will conflict, although they might. They might. Pipe h. Abstract tracker. Include. Core binder common. Actually, I'm not sure if you need these, but I always just include them every time. Media pipe. Right, so I need a consistent interface. I think that's really important. So 100%, right? I am needing to make a lot of changes kind of right out of the gate. Okay. So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. So we look at this. What are these? Task media pipe face land marker. I don't really know what that is. Project media pipe face land marker. It's the library, that's the exporter. Hold on. Media pipe face land marker. Nope, not this one. GDMP, so this is all of this stuff. Tasks, vision, face land marker. What is this? It's a ref counted. Well, the result is a ref counted, and then this is a media pipe task. A media pipe task is a ref counted, okay? Hold on. So we can store it as a, we can hold on to it and then just kind of do like a raw call on it. Camera helper. Where does camera helper come from? Camera helper is here, vision task. Media pipe camera helper. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. No. Hold on. Camera helper comes from. Where does camera helper come from? Is it from desktop, please? Oh no. IO camera helper, which is a ref counted. Okay, so good thing. These are all ref counteds. So private. Right, so I think I'll need to construct these using a shim, I guess. I think I'll need to construct these using a shim. Maybe not. Hold on, let's think. Right, these are ref counteds for sure. So camera helper, sure. And then, because I'm trying to think, how am I going to make these work? How am I going to make this work? How am I going to make this work? You can't see me right now, but I'm like kind of slapping the top of my head. because I can't just integrate the two of these into each other. I wish I could, but it's not possible. Media pipe task like that. Then public, we'll do media pipe. And then media pipe. Protected. Like so. Media pipe. And then media pipe. Sorry. Include media pipe H. Media pipe. Media pipe. And then we'll keep these as null values, but they do need to be initted. Yeah, and we can do bool is valid, something like that. So then we can initialize it as so. So like is valid, initializes as false. What is your problem? Okay, so we're good. We're good. Media pipe. Okay. So I think because it's a, oh wait, it's not a ref count, it's actually an abstract tracker. How did I create these? Yeah, abstract tracker, like so. So then we have a few default methods that need to be present. So yeah, or it's really just these two things, right? And then probably the static method here. And there's not really a receive method that I need to have, right? Or maybe, yeah, well, how did they do it? Do they poll? In the demo, are they polling, or are they just, or are they operating off of exclusively off of callbacks? Camera frame. Camera helper. Oh, they're operating. So this one operates exclusively off of callbacks. Interesting. So I guess that's good then. He says as he laughs nervously. So open cface stack identifier abstract tracker. Media pie. Media pie. Okay. I think that's fine. What is your problem? Identifier. I spelled that right. Oh, it's because I fat fingered that. Have you ever typed in a password and then fat fingered it twice? That's happened to me many times. Well, I have a password in mind, I'll go in. I think that happened to me at my first day of work at my current company. well, not maybe not first day of work, but you know, orientation where you have to create all your login credentials and stuff. And they're like, all right, like you mess this up, it's gonna be a huge pain. It's, all right, don't mess it up. I know what my password's gonna be. Immediately mess it up. In classic me fashion. Or whatever. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. You know? Hold on, I'm looking for something else to to watch on the side. Because I think that is one of the, I guess, the fallacies that happened when I was my earlier streaming days, is that I would just kind of like stream, but like my normal working schedule, or the way I normally work, is I have something that's just like playing in the background. And it's very important that it also has a visual aspect, because I don't know. Like I remember when I was a kid, I would always get punished because I would, you know, I would work for like 10 minutes on, 1 minute off. Like, Tim, why aren't you focusing? I am focusing, but if I have like focus for too long, I just get really distracted. I find it really hard to focus. You might be asking, like, is that a sign of ADHD? And you might be saying, that might be correct. But as mentioned previously, Asian people don't believe in ADHD or mental health in general. But I don't know. I feel like if I allow myself to get a little distracted, it helps me focus actually a lot more. Or it's easier to focus if I'm a little distracted. Because otherwise I get like I experience mind fatigue. Is that a thing? It might be. Right, any of these identifiers. Okay, I remember now. So you don't actually need these. Yeah. So open C face. You don't need the string name identifier. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, oh, you know what? So I think do you need a few things. And actually, I think what I can do is I can pass them in to the start function here. And then since it also returns an error, I might not even need the isValid property, you know? Yeah, I might not even need that. Right, so we just get rid of this. And just make sure that everything else remains null, right? Uninitialized, more or less. Alright, so const some sort of args gd extension int call error is a reference to an error. All right, so for now, just return okay. Well, we'll figure out what other stuff we need to do. Media pipe stop. Okay, I think that makes sense, right? So here, if not stop reception running, So we only need to check to see if we're running at all. I think we also have a logger. No, actually, no, we don't, but we can do this. Logger, that logger name. How do I do this? We can do media pipe identifier, something like that. I think wouldn't that actually be better? Is we use the identifier here so that all the strings are just kind of centrally managed, like so. Yeah, I guess we can do that. So like, let's edit to do. Sorry, to do. Make sure other trackers do things this way. Yeah. I think the hard part is, well, actually, no, the hard part is not gonna, I won't need a shim. I think what I can do is I can grab the resource loader. So resource loader, include Godot C++ classes, resource loader. Sure, we don't need a resource preloader. We just need the resource loader. So resource loader. So resource loader. Like that, and then this is going to be a pointer. Something like that. What's your problem? Oh, okay, no, yeah. So there's our loader, our resource loader, and then we can do load. All right, can I do like exists? Yeah. Exists. So this stuff must be present. Okay. I'm scared. Oh wait, this is not how you do it. How, maybe you don't need a resource loader. Maybe I just need some way to create a class at runtime. Hold on. How do you create a GD extension class from another GD extension class at runtime? I would assume it's like class DB class. Not initial. Is it initialized class? Probably not. Yeah, almost certainly not. Classes? No. Is it a different class DB? Hold on. Let's search. Let's search inside Discord. See if we can find anything interesting there. I highly doubt it, but maybe sometimes. So GD extension, GD native. In GD, sorry, GD native dev. So create class or create instantiates, not instantiate, it's reference class other GD extension. Okay. I don't really know how you would do that. And I guess I'm also a little confused as to how. You know what? Okay, let's just do it like this right now then. You must pass it as an argument. You must pass the camera helper and the media pipe task as arguments to this class here. I think that makes sense. And then let's make sure here, media pipe. If camera helper It's a ref counted. 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 What is it called? What is it called? Ref counted? Hold on. All right, so what does the logger? Is it you? Yeah, you call instantiate. Ooh. Oh, sorry, I did this wrong. Well, I don't know actually. I don't know actually. Because I don't have any implementations to provide. I'm dying. I think I could do this. I could do it like this, where I pull in GDMP as a submodule, and then I just need to add it to my path. Or my path, my include path, and then I can then reference these things directly. Right? I guess the only big problem is that the things that this thing is referring to don't really apply to me. This is why I hate C++. I don't really understand how I'm supposed to link these two things together. It's like I understand how you're supposed to do it, I guess, but like, isn't it when I compile via scons, it's also going to try to pull in and compile this stuff as well, which makes things kind of difficult. So how do I know? How do I know? All right, I suppose I don't need to do anything. Yeah, never mind. I don't need to do anything here. We'll just let it go away. Yeah, I guess I just let it go away. That's fine. All right. We've 100% overthought it, but that's fine. Logger. I almost knocked over my drink. Starting receiver. And then here's another thing I haven't seen anyone else do is how do you know how long a pointer is? Is that an easy question? C++ check size pointer. How do I check the length of a pointer? Yes. Maybe not this. Array pointer equivalence, which is a rule that allows a pointer to decay to a pointer, an array to, a rule that allows an array to decay to a pointer, especially when being passed as a function argument. That doesn't mean that an array is a pointer, it just means it can decay to one. Huh? So I have an array, and you can say that the pointer to your array, so it's valid equivalent to pointer, reference to array. You're not passing the array, you're passing the address of the 0th element. In order for your function to know how big the incoming array is. All right, fantastic. So actually, this is the most optimal way to do it then, is to just do a for loop, and then if you get more arguments than you expect, just bail out. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Or actually, no, because the arg counts. You have the arg count here. So if the arg count, yeah, you know what? I should change this. That's fine. You can do if p, if p arg count is not two. Am I looking for two? How do they do it? Vision task, camera helper, start camera, set mirrored, camera helper, set mirrored, set GPU resources, starts. I'm assuming this has like a default value as well. Process camera frame, start camera, starts facing front. So the camera specified index and target resolution. Previously open camera on this camera helper would be closed first. And when last start if camera vision is not granted, actual supported resolutions are platform hardware dependent. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. So I need to pass in 4 arguments. I think I need to pass in 4 arguments. Dying. Set mirrored. I mean, you probably want to set it mirrored. Four, 5. Should we should pass in 5 arguments. 5 arguments. 4 arguments. I'm just going to assume it's going to be mirrored. Invalid. Where the arg param invalid parameter. That's right. So logger error. Received How do you do formatting in this? Format. I've done this a few times, but I always forget how to do it in C++. think you can do that, and then hit this with a format like that. That probably works, I don't know. And I think I actually do need to update my version of, well, I might need to update my version of Godot C++, or at least change how it works. Because if I remember correctly, under, let's bring it back to here, Godot C++, Godot C++, where are we at? Yeah, like I think my issue is still open, right? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this is still open. And then this is also probably related. And okay, so no one has, these are still probably open then. Okay. So it has to be at least 4. So if it's less than 4, you messed up. So to do must be equal to 4. GD extension bugs need to pass a dummy value. I believe that's correct. Anyway, starting receiver, we pass all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than. All right, I guess how, given a pointer, how do you grab all this stuff? See, that's another thing I don't quite understand about C++ is how do I grab things out of a pointer? This is the only way I know how to do it. Switch. This is the only way I know how to do it, and I don't know. I don't really care to figure out the rest. Or figure out a better way, unless someone tells me. All right, so we can do it like so. You might as well just start documenting it here by writing out the thingamajig. So method. Property info. So variant object. I mean, it's a ref counted, but you know. So it has to be the, what did I say it's going to be? It's going to be the camera helper. This is going to have to be the task, the GDMP task. What did I call it? Media pipe task. Arguments, push back, property info. All right, then it's gonna have to be a camera index. Is that what they were expecting? Camera enum. Camera enum, which is gonna be just an integer, so that's fine. Push back. Property info variant I thought I said it was an object. It's actually going to be an integer. Sorry, integer. And this one's going to be a vector too, I think. What do they do? Vector 2, yeah. I feel like it should be a vector 2i, but maybe I'm just crazy. Camera size? That's not really what that means, but sure. It's close enough. Bind var arg method flag. All right, I think that feels pretty good. So I don't think I need a receive method. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I do need a receive method because I need to bind. Yeah, okay, I do need a receive method. Okay, because I need to have a callback. So it's not really like it works. It doesn't really work in the same way that my other code works, I guess. You know, it's close. It's close. So private. Well, it's not going to return anything, right? Because it works exclusively off of callbacks. But here's our receive method. Then here. Yeah, so there's receive. Void media pipe. Receive. Am I crazy? Okay. So here, save your task callback, and then, well, you have your camera callback. Process camera frame, and it gives you a media pipe image and a timestamp. Okay, and then this is the vision tasks. I've clicked on the same thing twice. Camera frame. I'm thinking. Process camera frame. Image, time get milliseconds. Process camera frame, and the process camera frame is task detect async. So I don't really need this part here. I can just do camera frame and then task, right? So we can do like a task. Sorry. Media pipe task call. Task result. Well, that's the task, and then the no, they're different things. Okay. So there's two different things I need to do. I'm thinking. This is hard. Receive. Like a receive frame, and then there's like a receive camera frame. Sure. Receive camera frame. There is your camera frame. we'll hit you with a call whatever, and then we'll call on the task like detect async, and then we'll have to pass the other stuff here, like time get ticks milliseconds, right? So we'll pass along the, all right, hold on. What is a media pipe image? What is this? Media pipe image. It's here. So media pipe camera helper, media pipe image, camera helper, media pipe image frame, media pipe, okay. So framework, formats, framework, scared. I'm scared. Where am I? Media pipe image. Media pipe image. No, not GPU. Is it IO? No. No, this is what I was looking at. The media pipe frame. No, because it's not this thing. Is it really IO? No, it's not IO. Framework. Image. Media pipe image? Okay, so these are all ref counted. Ref counteds. So we can do like a, I don't know, like a media pipe image like that. And since it's a ref counted, we don't need to have a ref of a ref counted. Something like that. And then, because a ref counted is already a ref, right? And then everything in that you bind the GD script is already passed by value, technically. So it's a little inefficient. So array r. So pushback p media pipe image. And I think I can also pull in. What is your problem? Constant variance. Does this mean that this needs to be like a constant, like so, and then I can then, no, okay. Okay. Does it need to be like so? No suitable user-defined conversion from, okay. Well, I know that you can do this. So you can wrap one of these in a variant. No instance of constructor argument types of const. Maybe it's just one of these. Please. No instance of constructor variant matches the argument list. Argument types are ref counted. All right, what are your argument lists? So standard, null pointer, variant, other. Can't you create one of these? Oh yeah. Oh. So you can pass in a pointer. Well, I mean, it's going to be a ref counted. I'm thinking. What can I do from here? What can I do from here? Because it's wrapped, right? But then what can I do from here after that? I can cast it to something, but I don't think that's great. Well, I guess that works. I guess that works. You just give it a reference to that. Aren't these already references though? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a smart reference, and then we can then take a reference out of that reference, and then pass it like so. Sure. Whatever. You know what? Let's just do the standard thing that we always do, because we're not really modifying it here. We're just passing it along. Yeah. Push back. So do I have time here? Oh, okay, I don't have time. So let's do include C++ time get singleton get ticks, right? And then yeah, okay. So detect async, and then we also need to have like receive result, something like that, and then that should be some sort of result. Media pipe image, and then the timestamp. Okay. Yeah, because a process camera frame we don't need that to do anything. Yeah, because camera frame, we pass this stuff and then blah blah blah. Yeah, because camera frame just gives us the media pipe image. That's fine. So from here, camera result callback media pipe face landmarker result. Tasks. Task? Maybe not. Where's the face landmarker result? Vision task. Face landmarker result. Face landmarker result is a ref counted. So this will also take a constant ref counted, and then we'll have to probably play with this a little bit. There's the image that we don't really need. Results, yes, results. Hello, Bellanissima. How are you? Before you ask, I am okay. Just slowly losing my mind. Because I don't see any example projects that have two GD extension things that basically have to talk to each other, so I'm mostly just doing my best. A very low confidence that this is going to work, but if it does work, imagine how cool it would be. All right, so the image, we don't need the image. Just give me one of these though. And then timestamp const. Is the timestamp? It says it's an integer, so I just hope it's good enough. The timestamp. Which I'm working on today. I am working on integrating media pipe face landmarking with vpuppr. Zarces. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce your name. But, and then media pipe, of course, is media pipe, this thing. Probably just click on this one, see demos. So I'm using face landmark detection. I'm not going to click on it, but you can click on it if you want. So I would like to point out that I'm number 2 on the contributors here. And I was working on a GitHub workflow for this as well, so that you don't need to build it locally. You can just rely on GitHub's hosted CPUs, GitHub's hosted runners, GitHub's hosted servers. Yes, that's the correct word. GitHub hosted servers to build both Windows and Linux builds of this thing, because configuring your own computer to run Bazel is kind of a huge pain. Because Bazel is kind of its own beast to have to learn. So it would be nicer if someone else just handled compiling for me. But that requires more time in the cooker. But anyways, so GDMP is its own thing, and it uses Bazel as its build system, whereas my system uses scons, which is the standard Godot system for building C++. So I can't just merge the two, which is why now I have this kind of weird, or all of these weird method signatures. Because usually, right, you would want to do like ref my class, but now we had to do ref counted and just kind of blindly call methods on all these things, which is very scary. Configure my work computer to run Bazel as its own nightmare. Yeah, I think Bazel is just a nightmare. It's nicer if it's just set up on someone else's server. That's, you know, it's not what I have. I mean, I do have my own server, but I'm not going to set up Bazel on it. Results. Just give me this signature. All right. So I just got to figure out, what do I want to do with this? I probably just want to emit something. Yeah, data received. One of these. So media pipe will do like a data received, blah, blah, blah. So like from here, emit signal. Yeah, emit signal and then, you know, some sort of data, right? So emit signal. To do stuff. It's nicer the build team sets it up for you. See, that's the unfortunate part, because at work I am the build team. And then luckily most of my work tasks are pretty easy. But when I'm working on my own personal projects, I'd rather not have to do the same stuff that I do at work, right? Because work is boring, but they do pay me, which is why I do it. It's one of those weird things. It still surprises me pretty often where I run into people at work. They're like, oh, but like I can't wait to provide value to our customer. I'm like, really? Really? Someone actually drank the Kool-Aid and they have not realized that they've drunk the Kool-Aid? That's crazy. I could honestly kind of care less about providing value to our clients, you know. As long as they're paying me, I'm going to do the work. As soon as they stop paying me, I'm gone. Like, if I had a choice, I would not work in my field. If I had a choice, I think I would really rather do manual labor for the same amount of pay. Which, I don't know. Maybe that's a naive take, but I am very familiar with manual labor. Maybe not yard work. So, oh no. Like construction or landscaping, no experience. But, you know, if I could just unload trucks all day, I'd be okay with that. I did enjoy doing that. It was very mindless. Very easy task. Although I suppose I was also like 5 years younger. I say that like I'm a really old man. I'm still in my 20s. Capitalism. Do the capitalism clock out? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm salaried, so I don't really clock out. I'm kind of just on call. I've only been on call like twice in my career, though. Well, on call for like a week. Must be swole. You know what? You don't actually get that swole from unloading trucks because it's mostly just like back muscles. It's back and shoulders. So you don't get like visibly ultra swole unless like you know where to look. Like so if you're looking at like my back or other people's backs, you'd be like, Damn. They're jacked? But if you're just looking at like biceps or forearms are actually pretty jacked as well. I remember like when I saw my parents after like doing that work for a few months, they're like, Tim, like, what's wrong with your arms? I was like, what do you mean? And I looked at my arms, I was like, oh man, you know, forearms, huge. Biceps, just kind of like a bicep, nothing special. Triceps, also nothing special. Shoulders, gigantic. So it just looked like kind of humorous. Did I wear the belt thing? No. You're roided? Yeah, I've been doing roids, but have only been doing like shoulder workouts and like, you know, the squeezing like a stress ball all day. Who needs bicep curls? Yeah, I did not wear the belt thingy. I don't have enough back problems to wear the belt thingy. Although I guess if I did it for long enough and developed enough like back problems, I guess I would need to wear the belt thing. I don't know. I've always thought that like the belt thing was for people like if you're lifting incorrectly, it kind of messes up your back, like if you slip a disc or something. So as long as you always lift correctly and build up the muscles around your spine, you should be fine. But I don't know. I'm not a sports doctor. We can do this, pass array like that. Receive results. I guess for now, just do like hit me with a logger debug result, and then let's see if this just works. Oh no! What is your problem? Fantastic. So variant, or actually, do you think I can two-string it? Okay. Variant. Give me a reference to this. And then let me know what I get. All right, so hit me with a. Yeah, I would like to clock out at the end of the day, but that's not really what my job entails. All right, so as expected, tons of compile errors. And also, I don't think I even. Oh, you know what? This is why it broke. Okay. And then receive results. And you know what? Just give me one of these as well. Yeah, but I remember my first year at my current company, I had to work on call. And it actually like completely worked out for us as well. Because we had, was it two, where we had the team in India who were declined to comment. We had the team in Europe, and then we had the team in the US. So it was like 2, 2, and 2. So, you know, basically the perfect team if you are a project manager, because you have like full 24-hour coverage. And it was okay. Like, you know, I think working that extra hour when you're super like entry level salary position, I think it's a good thing. As long as you get your name out there and don't allow anyone else to steal your credit. I think that's an important thing that a lot of people don't realize. It's like, my current team, and I say my current team, it's a team of 2. Me and the team lead. My team lead is currently trying to steal all my credit. But I'm pushing back as hard as possible. But I think that's something important that most people don't realize. is that when people say like, it sounds really bad when I say it out loud, but like working extra hours is okay as long as you're getting the credit for it. But what often happens with a lot of jobs is when they ask you to work extra hours, they're also, it's like unpaid, or you're not getting any recognition for it. Like I attribute working like on call over over Christmas to be one of the factors that got me like on an expedited promotion track, because I just brought it up constantly. Whereas right now, like my current team lead was like, oh, then we got to bring value to our customers. I'm like, all right, I'll do it as long as I can like put down the hours for it. It's like, no, but we can't bill our customers for that. What are you talking about? If we're not billing the customer for it, I'm not going to do it. So he's currently trying to get me kicked off the project, but you know. So it goes, office politics, etc., etc. It is a bit stressful though. Undeclared identifier. Binder common. I hate templates. Media pipe. Converts. Pointer to arg. Pointer to arg. What does this mean? See decoration. Is it because it's a const? Am I not supposed to do this? Or am I not supposed to have a reference to a ref counted? That could be what the problem is. I guess a ref counted is already kind of a reference. Please. Is it because it's a constant? I don't think it's this. I don't think this is the problem. It might be though. I'd be very disappointed if this is the problem. Okay, that's good. That was not the problem. What is the problem then? So it's usually up here. See reference to invocation. Const. Being compiled. See reference. Convert identifier not found for ref counted. Being compiled, blah, 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 blah. Metadata. I think what I can do, I can convert this to a, wait, hold on. So, okay, so given that I have a variant, if I have a variant, what can I do with it? So variant, can I call from here? I can call from here. Okay, hold on. So, okay, so this is now a variant. Congratulations, welcome to the show. We don't need to pass a ref counted, so we do lose pretty much all type safety guarantees here, but that's fine. So now we just pass by value. That's okay. Hopefully that's good enough. Oh, I didn't save. Sorry. Probably gonna do this again. Ooh. Access is denied. Oh, I still have this open. Once more with feeling. You can do it. You can do it. Yes. All right. So, okay. So let's see if it works. vpuppr, and then here GDMP. I have this stuff, GDMP add-ons. We'll grab this. Just open up vpuppr 4 add-ons. Slap this into here. Ooh, okay. Error loading extension. Why? Okay. Showing file manager. What is your problem? Do we not have... Oh, it's under libs. Okay, hold on. Libs. Give it another try, please. Reload current project. You can do it. All right. We're good. Probably. Runner context. Okay, so runner context. What is your... Oh, okay. I guess we can just delete this part. Add-ons, GDMP. It's supposed to be libraries. New runner. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but let me stop tracking here. All right, I suppose before I stop tracking, let me refill my drink. Hello, hello. I am back. So on a scale from normie to degenerate, how bad is it? Is it that the only thing I've eaten today is a pint of ice cream? So I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I'm feeling a little hungry today. A little hungrier than usual. I thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything today besides ice cream. Pretty much the ideal adult I wanted to be when I was a kid. I don't really want to cook though. Probably going to continue on and do the degenerate thing once more and just probably just eat like plain white rice. A little plain white rice and, I don't know, maybe some soy sauce on top. A classic. Oh, you know what? No, I have furikake. The fancy Japanese rice seasoning. It's delicious. Not great for you, but, you know, it's good enough. All right. So here we can just do this when we create our GUI. So media. Do I have my own media pipe stuff, or did it not actually compile? Did I not compile? I did compile, right? Yeah, done building targets. Oh wait, I did not. I did not bind it. That's my bad. Register types. Class DB. Register class. Ooh. Sorry. Include details, trackers. There we go. Register class. So something like that, and then we just need to start. Oh wait, I didn't do the other things as well. I'm dumb. All right. So we did camera helper. Camera helper is whatever this was. So under meow face, I did something very similar to this. So we can just do it blind. So dereference the pointer, and then dereference the pointer again. So p plus plus. I still have yet to see anyone else provide an example of how to do this. So until that happens, I'm just gonna keep doing it like this. Oh, and you know what? Here, we can just call these variants as well. Like, I know what they're supposed to be, but, you know, it's just easier if I do it like so. I set the variance equal to a variance. What is it exactly? I have no idea. So media pipe task. That, and then the camera enum. So int camera. All right, and I also need to be very careful about, because I was thinking, like, what if I just put this here? That would make more sense, right, in the for loop? But actually, isn't it like if you dereference something that you're not supposed to dereference, or if you dereference at an index that you're not supposed to be at, isn't that's a seg fault? Yeah. All right, good catch, me. Good catch, good catch. I mean, it's unlikely for you to dereference something that's in a memory region that you're not supposed to be at. But it could happen. I suppose it could happen. Or maybe it's more common than I thought. Who knows? It's not. Alright, int. Parameter 3 should be an int. I suppose I should also do this for all of the other ones. Invalid parameter. So this should be an object. Parameter 1. Alright, so camera enum is equal to v, and then I believe it just self-converts pretty easily, or not self-converts, but implicitly converts. And then this one should be a vector 2. Parameter 4 should be a vector 2. Right, and then this one is camera size. All right, cool. Stub, or do error checking here. And then what? And then what? I think I just need to then instantiate all of the callables, and then we should be fine, probably. Right, because I don't even need to start any threads. I just need to just do a few blind connections, I guess. Right, so like camera helper. Ooh, no, you're not allowed to do that. You can call, but you cannot connect. But you can you're not allowed to cast to either. Wait, how are you supposed to do this? Camera helper. It's a variant. Can't cast. But actually, no, you can cast a variant to an object, right? I've done this before. Where is it? Hold on. Discord. Like, I'm pretty sure I've written an answer to this in the Godot Discord before. Hold on. So, in GD native dev variant to object. No, that's 2020. You don't want that. Variant 2. Not useful. I suppose what you could do, because I would rather convert it to an object, but I'm not sure how you would do that. Because I also don't think that you can just do ref counted. Ooh, maybe you can? No, you can't. Okay. Thinking. I've written something like this. Static cast. Yes, okay. Where's my answer? I saw it. Well, I guess it'll work. I don't know. Static cast to an object pointer. So camera helper, right? And then we want to connect. Probably should like just hold on to that. So what did they connect it to? They connected their stuff to new frame. And then I also need to pass in the callable stuff. Callback is callable. So receive camera frame. So like this, and then we can do camera callback like that, maybe. I'm not sure. Is it gonna work? Yeah, there's your callable. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then do the same thing for this. So this is media pipe task. Task. Result callback. Result callback. Okay. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but you know, I keep saying I'm gonna do it the dumb way and then come back to it. I mean, let's be real. I have not been coming back to any of this stuff. All right, so that should probably be fine. I don't know. Send me. Probably okay. Oh, so close. Where? Media pipe C++ 10. Cannot convert from GD extension call error to Godot variants. What do you mean? So you reference the function template instantiation. What? Const variant pointer. Function style cast cannot convert from GD extension to Godot variant. What do you mean? Isn't this fine? Question mark. Do you want me to pass a pointer to it? So I pass you a reference and that should be fine as well? Maybe? Otherwise, I'm just kind of out of it. No! Okay. You think I can just static cast it, I guess? I don't know. So we'll do something very similar. I've never used call semantics in GD extension. Oh, sorry, it's a pointer. All right, once more. What's the difference? That's all I want to know is what's the difference between variant call and then object call? Sure. Those seem very similar to me, but maybe I'm just dumb. All right, so send me again, and then we can try media pipe stuff here. So, bum. Go to media pipe. So this is my media pipe stuff. And MP starts, and then we are looking for a few things. We are looking for camera helper. Oh god. Media pipe face landmarker. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. Ooh, did I miss something? Media pipe. Do I have the wrong thing? Was there another thing I needed to? Was there another compile option? Oh no. Yeah, there's no calculator dependencies. You should just be able to build. Oh, did I? Oh, wait, I copied the wrong DLLs, didn't I? No. Okay. So here and here. So GDMP, media pipe, Bazel out, the stuff bin, GDMP. Huh? Where is it? Oh, it's under Bazel bin, not Bazel out. That's right, that's right. I knew that. Bazel bin, GDMP. Nope. Maybe that was it? So, give me all of these. GDMP. I don't know, just copy all of this stuff. Hope it's good enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't need any of these. You just need these two DLLs on Windows. So open this up again. Hopefully it reloads and gives me the correct classes, because I think I had the old stuff. So media pipe. Yeah, okay, face landmarker. He's done it. We're getting there very, very slowly. So face landmarker task. Oh no, okay. Task-based options. Options. Delegate? Eh. What is it? What's a delegate? Delegate CPU, most likely, if I had to guess. So base options, we need the task file as well, which I have somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. It's vpuppr 4, which means we can go to sometimes you win. We can go to this one, models, face landmarker task. That's probably good enough. Grab this, vpuppr GDMP, slap it into here. GDMP, copy path. Base options, model asset buffer. Okay. Face landmarker task. Face landmarker. Let's read that. Then what do they do with it? File get buffer. Model asset buffer. Okay. File get buffer. File. Is it length? Get length? Something like that. So then base options. Running mode is media pipe task. Running mode live stream. Then just a bunch of other options, I guess. That makes you feel good about yourself. No! Expected at most 0. Oh, right, because it's supposed to be initialize. That's right, that's right. So grab all of this stuff. Task, initialize. Man, there's a lot of options. All right, that's probably fine. And then task. So we do media pipe. Start. Camera helper. Okay, so I need the camera helper from here. Camera helper is equal to media pipe camera helper new. Then they use the following options. These are all probably fine. Oh no, wait, I forgot some other stuff as well. Oh no, there's so many things that you need to do. Yeah, because okay, I see. All right, so kill this. Or actually, doesn't that just work? Camera helper object, right? And then we can just use it like that, maybe? All right, that works. Object pointer media pipe task object is equal to media pipe task. Okay, so set mirrored, and we just want to pass in a thing like that. Yeah, so this part is very, very jank, but that's okay. But then we can also pass in the camera enum and then the camera size here. I think camera size, hopefully that just works. I have a feeling it's not going to work. Or maybe it's gonna work, I don't know. Maybe that's fine. So the camera helper stops or starts. And then as long as I have all of the callbacks set up properly, it should be fine. All right, build me again. Please, let's go, okay. All right. Send me, and then I just need to pass in the correct variables here. So I think camera helper, I just kind of do that. I just pass it in. Camera helper, camera helper, camera helper. Nothing else I need to do because I handle everything there. Then camera enum, I don't know, just pass in 0, I guess. Camera size, I don't know, vector 2, what did they use? 640 by 480. And then because it's Godot is a little buggy, pass in just an extra variable. So then we start. Parameter 2 should be an object, okay. So, oh, because I have an extra thing here. Wait, really? Wait. Parameter 2 should be an object. Parameter 2 should be an object. What do you mean parameter 2 should be an object? Is one of these not an object? So this should be a ref counted, yep. And then this should also be a ref counted, yeah. Parameter 2 should be an object. Huh? What do you mean? All right, just really quick. I need to check the type of it. I have a feeling I'm not wrong. Oh no, it's a something. It's a wrapped object. Fantastic. Thanks for nothing. All right, we can take out type checking and then just do this blind, which is the worst possible way to do it, but it'll work. It'll work. I'm not happy about it, but I just want to know if this approach is going to work, or if I have to do this all via GDScript. If I had to do it all via GDScript, then I have to do it all via GDScript. That's fine. I would rather have all of these kind of use the same implementation, though. That would be slightly more ideal. So send me. Oh, hard crash. That's good. All right, so give me verbose standard out. Let's figure this out. Verbose standard out. What do you got? Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Then I guess what's happening is one of these things is not being Okay, wait. Hold on. Based off of nothing at all. Let me see if this works. Wait, hold on. Wait. Huh? Oh, is it because I didn't put a default case? I forgot that's how C works. Because in Python, if you do it that way, in Python, if you do it, if you don't handle it, then it just gets ignored. But I forgot. In C++, you must handle it, otherwise it'll crash. All right, so an object of type media pipe attempt to connect non-existent signal result callback to callable. Okay. Okay. Is that not what it's called? Result callback. Results callback. Hey? To callable receive results. So that was actually pretty close. And also, I guess we'll hit with it to do testing. Huh. That is strange. That should have worked then, right? Vision, face landmarker, and then you should have this. Face landmarker. Do they bind the signal? Maybe they didn't bind the signal. Yeah, no, result callback. Or is it like the version that I have is too old? Is that what it is? Please don't be what it is. I need to recompile. I don't want to recompile. Delete that, by the way. GDMP. I have a feeling I need to recompile. No, I don't need to recompile. Did I just fat finger it? What the heck? Hey. That should have worked. That should have worked. Do I need to... I might need to just do this via GD script. That doesn't feel good, though. I mean, I guess... Oh, well... This should have worked. Face landmarker. Result callback. Result callback. Are these only bound... No, because... Result callback. No, that's right. That's right. And then camera helper is 0. Camera helper is 0. Camera helper, task. Or is it that it's complaining about... No, it's the connection. Okay. Signal is not valid. Invalid parameter. Attempt to connect non-existent signal. Result callback to callable. I have a feeling it's because okay. I think I need to rethink how I'm connecting these then. No. Okay, that's fine. You know what? We'll call it here for today. And we'll just push whatever I have. Get add GD extension. Start adding media pipe. Oops, sorry. Git push u origin feature. It's not really VRM loading. And I think I do also need to squash these in rebase and rename. All right, so git rebase. I had 3. Sorry. I have unstaged changes. You know what? Let's just push this for now and then we'll squash it later. Push u origin feature. All right. Well, anyways, that's all up on GitHub if you want to look at it. If not, whatever. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll be live Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Probably working on this again. I'm almost there. I just need to rethink how I'm doing this. I just need to rethink how I'm doing this. Yeah. In any case, that's gonna be it. I don't know. I think my bot's still up. We can do, there's vpuppr if you want to look at the code. But that's the current release version that I'm actually using right now here. The camera's not running, but you know, it was running. I swear it works. There's a GitHub, there's a Discord, all the other stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, goodbye.